Vitor Almeida is desperate. He bought a pre-construction condo just over 5 years ago. Now it's built, but the value has dropped and he can't get a mortgage.
If I did know that this could have happened, I wouldn't have bought the condo.
Almeida couldn't close the deal. He's lost his deposit of about $130,000 and may owe the builder even more.
I thought, we would be okay. I didn't think that somebody would come and take away our life savings.
Since hitting a peak in 2022, house prices have collapsed. Condos hit especially hard, falling 25%.
Well, I guess the doomsday for the real estate market is already here. As you saw over here, people are losing their deposits over $100,000 who put $100,000 in pre-construction. A lot of people actually in the comments suggest that people or this person was trying to flip the apartment. He bought the apartment 5 years ago. He put $130,000 as a deposit, waiting for the property to be completed, then go back to the bank, get appraisal, which he was hoping appraised to be higher, so he can get a mortgage and effectively flip and extract the remaining value, which is the appreciation. Well, guess what? This never happened. Why he actually lost the deposit? Well, when you sign an agreement with the builder in pre-construction, you effectively agree to purchase the property when the property is completed. So 5 years ago, he signed an agreement to purchase the property for X amount. Let's say this is $500,000. He put up 10%, which is $100,000, and then he waits. He waits for the property to be completed, to get a call back from the builder. Your apartment is ready, sir. It's time to move on. Okay, then he has to go back to the bank, order an appraisal. Appraisal shows up, appraisal appraise the property, and then he can get a mortgage. The problem here is that the dip on the market is on average of 25%. So effectively, the value has decreased since he put the deposit with at least a quarter. So you do understand that when he signed the agreement, he agreed that he is going to buy the property at certain price. Well, this price is no longer there because the market has crashed, but he is still owing the agreed upon amount. So now he has to make up the difference. He didn't just lose the deposit of 130,000, but he has to make up the difference between the current market price of the property and the price he actually agreed upon signing the agreement for purchase the property when the developer completes the building. And I've been saying for many years, owning real estate, it's not for everyone. It's not something that everyone should do. It's too risky. There's so many moving parts. It's not just buy and hold and live. No, there's so many moving parts. Very few people or percentage from the market or society can afford to buy real estate without any risks. Why? They're either buying at the deep, at the lowest point of the market, or they pay cash, which essentially puts them in a very favorable position because they don't really care what is the interest rates. They don't really care what is the actual insurance of the property. They don't really care about the fluctuations or monthly payments. Once they purchase the property full cash, right, it's their own. The problem here is that when you buy a complete project and you have many years of historic price and appreciation and appraisal of the property, you can make a very informed decision. Okay, this property was built was $1 million. 3 years later was appraised for only $800,000. Next 2 years was between 780 and 790. Now the fair value of this property before renovation, before adding the potential price hike of the property taxes and many other additional fees, will be this amount. So this is why you limit your risk when you have historic data, and also you have a property that has been built, has been on the market, and you can have a comp. You can have a comparable apartments, comparable houses, so you can actually see if you want to rent out, you can see what is the price that people are renting out this property, and you limit the unknown facts, unknown parts of the equation. The gentleman over here, if he really tried to flip it, well, that's pretty sad. But remember, who is putting his last $100,000, savings into a deposit and has been waiting for 5 years? The story doesn't add up. But again, I ran the numbers last week. I show you why renting is absolutely the best thing most people can actually do. Renting absolutely everything. Renting fully furnished apartment that comes with all the utilities and amenities included in the rent price, right? You pay once and you never look back. Let other people worry about fixing, let other people worry about the taxes, let other people to worry about changes in the rules and construction and maintenance and the stress tests of the buildings and all the other nonsense, right? Life is already too busy, right, for you to spend your time and brain power on something side, right? Something on the side that doesn't really add any value to yourself. This is why people, if you met this guy 5 years ago, before he did this depositing, and if you tell him, hey, my friend, this is going to be a mess, it's a high probability that you may actually lose your money, this guy will be laughing and he will not be trusting what you're saying. But now he's in a position where life teaches him a lesson, and this is the problem, right? Most people have to lose money. This is why I say that a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money on the markets. This is simply how it goes, because people are not learning from somebody is giving them a pile of facts or a pile of information. People are not learning from information. People are learning from real life experiences, and they're learning the best from negative experiences. When they lose money, oh, I should have done this right. People are not learning from the good positive emotions. That's why people said, the times when you actually lose money, you learn the most about you and about the decisions that you have made. This is why, like I said, most people, they simply have to lose. They have to lose, and it will be the most beneficial thing in their life. This is why, like I said, all the hype around crypto and precious metals, and even the stock market. People at some point have to lose. Market at some point, it always goes back to the bottom, right? May not go to zero, but it will go substantially lower. And when it goes substantially lower, you erase all the hype, you erase all the nonsense, you deflate the bubble, right? And this is very helpful. And this is something that's supposed to happen. It's you effectively create a cleansing process. You remove all the speculators, all the people who are just looking at the numbers. They don't understand the numbers. They just want to be part of the big casino. And we all know the people who are here for the gambling and for the casino, not here to make money, they're the ones who are losing the most. So take this with a grain of salt and be very, very careful. Don't try to be the smartest guy in the room like this guy did. Don't try to buy early, try to flip it, and everything that looks so good and so smart and looks like you're the best person to take advantage of it is probably is one of the biggest traps that is designed for you.